All right, we know obviously summer's here. Everyone's getting out there to getting their sports on, right? Approximately 8.6 million sports and recreation-related injuries, though, occur in the U.S. annually, according to the CDC. So we're working for you here, keeping you safe, keeping you healthy for you and your family members. Sports injuries often increase during the summer as people are less active in the winter, and many try to do too much too soon. Scripps Clinic sports medicine specialist Dr. Laika is here now with more on the injury prevention tips and keeping us all healthy here this summer. I mean, this is the time we want to be out, doctor, having fun, doing those sports, right?
You're absolutely right. Thank you for having me. This is a time where we see a huge increase in people getting outside and being active, which is overall a great thing. There are so many benefits to being active regularly, from chronic disease management, your physical health, your mental health. So it's something we really want to encourage by preventing some injuries.
Sure. What should people do? Obviously, stretching out. I feel like the older I get, the more I stretch, that better prepares me for what I've got ahead. Is that one of the tips, or what else would you recommend?
Absolutely. Stretching is super important, and there are lots of ways that you can incorporate stretching. The main thing to do is really to start slow and progress gradually. We all want to kind of start where we want to be, but you have to start where you are and kind of go from there. With regards to stretching, kind of adding variety into your exercise is really important. So, you know, you may just really want to hit it hard with the pickleball, but doing some cross training, some strength training, some core stability work, and then rest and recovery is a really big injury prevention tool.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned pickleball. That really has taken off. It's such a fun game. I play it with my family. But look, it can get intense, and it can get just as competitive as tennis because you're doing a lot of the same motions, the back and forth on the knees, on the joints, and you gotta still be careful. And even though it's a smaller court, you guys got to make sure that you're prepared and maybe warmed up a bit, right?
Absolutely. The warm-up is super key. Cool down is really key. I think a lot of times people think, oh, pickleball is a lot easier than tennis, so I can play every single day, but you really want to incorporate those same principles of, am I getting the adequate rest for these muscle units that I'm using, and am I prepared to really play this often?
Sure. Fitness myths that are out there that you'd like to dispel at all? I mean, I know when we go to the beach, we think, hey, nothing's going to hurt because I'm on the sand. Like, it's going to pad my fall, right? Or even in the water. I mean, is there some myths out there that you've heard, doctor, from other people that maybe it's time to dispel?
I think one of the biggest myths is playing through pain. That's that rub some dirt on it, keep going.
That's really my old dad's mentality back in the day. Just rub some dirt on it. Yeah.
It's really common, but really if something is hurting, that's your body telling you something is not quite right. It doesn't mean you have to run to your doctor right away, but you know, think about, okay, am I warming up appropriately? Am I giving myself enough rest? Maybe it's time to employ a coach. How's my form? Yeah. And if it's really not improving, that's the time to get some professional help.
Look, I've been limping around the newsroom. Ask my co-anchors. They've been seeing me do it. I've had this knee issue since my high school, college days. Just started out gradual. Now it's to the point where it's just I have a doctor's appointment today at Scripps to get it addressed. So it's one of those things, doctor, where it's like, I wish I would have just gotten it addressed sooner. The persistence, I'll play through it, like it'll go away. It's not going to go away, people. You got to get these things addressed, right?
You're absolutely right. And sometimes if you wait longer, it takes a little bit longer for it to get better, not to be the bad news.
Yeah, no, I figured that was going to be the case. Yeah, I may be a stretcher pretty soon, or at least walking around with some, I don't know, some sort of a boot or something. So yeah, make sure you check it on your health. Start with a family doctor, or if you have some concerns.
I think it's absolutely appropriate to start with your family doctor. They can kind of get you started on imaging if you need it, and an appropriate kind of rehab protocol with physical therapy. If that's not going well, or you really have something that you think needs specialty care, then you can always kind of see your sports medicine doctor or your orthopedist to kind of get a little bit more specialized care.
And high school sports, we got the football two-a-days all starting up here. Parents, please talk to your kids, right? Ask them how they're doing. You see them walking a little weird. Be involved, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Summertime is a really a big time where people really hit it hard. We have high school athletes who are trying to either make JV or varsity coming next year. We have college athletes who are home for the summer and with a little bit less supervision. So it's something I'm seeing a lot in clinic is people really overdoing it in those demographics.
Where can people learn more?
A great place to start is scripps.org/ortho. There are lots of really awesome sports medicine providers. People probably are not always that excited to see us, but we spend a lot of time training, so we are happy to keep you guys active.
You're going to help us out. All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.